I am here. Hello. I am actually exactly on time today. Wow, look at that. Oh, I did start the stream quite a bit earlier than normal, so that's not that surprising, I guess. Okay. What was I even doing? That's a question. Last stream, I wish I knew. A lot of things happened. I did some weird stuff. Pressed some buttons wrong. Got eaten a few times. Lots of fun stuff. I just entered a new area and then ended it. Before I get into stream, I need to mention I'm going to leave early today because I got some stuff to do tomorrow, so I'll probably only go for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5, before I have to head off. But, you know, it's still a ways out. Access to Project KG-348 Research Labs. That is certainly somewhere. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, cool. Light. Love to see it. I wonder what kind of noises the alien is attracted to. Like, is that enough noise to attract it? Or is that just, like, a noise it wouldn't care about because it's not, like, organic? I mean, it's a loud noise, so maybe it would come towards that. I want to explore around. I'm not in danger right now, I don't think. Couldn't hurt to have a look around. Maybe find some logs to read. See what's happening. There's no vents. Hey Michi, how you doing? Oh, so you know how I was having problems with my my audio getting like copyright warnings? Turns out it wasn't from this game. It was from Medieval Dynasty. They warned me about some audio from a month ago in Medieval Dynasty. Apparently, one of the songs from that got wacky. Actually, it was 3 of the songs. Oh god. I really thought I had time to like explore around, but I'm obviously wrong. Keycard required, are you kidding me? Anyway, how goes you? Do I want to open this door?
Wait, I'm in.
I can hear the thumping.
Separated from the main station. Bring it back online, and systems can reconnect.
Okay, some blood on this ladder. Feels a bit bad. God, I'm waiting for a jump scare here. Can't tell if it's walking around or thumping in the vents still. Okay, seems fine. Maybe. What the hell did that? The alien's not attacking these guys, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, it's always nice when it gets to the weekend, eh? Be sure to enjoy it. Have a lovely time. Drink some tea or coffee or something. Relax, whatever it is you drink to relax. Whatever it is that people drink to relax. Get some of that R&R. Ooh. What are those planets? Or moons? Hmm. Lots of these floor vents around, which makes me nervous, because I don't see any ceiling vents. There's a robot that's alive there. Waiting for me to try and press that button. Hmm. Oh, good. At least you got to eat something before you crashed. That's always good. Yeah, I need to go in there. Go away. Where'd it... Oh, it's trying to sneak up on me, huh? Catch me out, huh? Catch me off guard? Wait for me to be impatient? Please go away. I need to go in there. It's just around the corner. It hasn't left at all. Just guarding that lab. I mean, it sounds like it's back in the vents, maybe, but I don't want to go in there. I'm worried I'll get caught. Yeah, thanks. I know the objective. Oh god, I heard it. I could hear it. I knew it was here. I did need to get this now. Yes, save. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Now if I die, I won't be nearly as sad. Still be sad, of course. Alright, just go hide immediately. It's an awful lot of noise.
I can see a power spike. Now, reconnect the lab systems to Sebastopol from the console in the central lab. We're counting on you, Ripley.
There's a flashlight battery in here. Is there a way to reload my flashlight? I know it's a weird thing to ask, but like... Is there... Hold on, sorry. I gotta see if there's a way to reload my flashlight. Maybe not? I don't know. I didn't change anything. My flashlight keeps telling me it's like not. Oh, now it's reloaded for some reason. Okay, it's fine. I don't know how I did that, but whatever. As long as it's working, I'm fine. Why did you go in there? I don't trust this room. There's a vent right there. Oh, God. Okay. I have to. Don't do this to me. Don't pop out of that vent in the middle of my hacking, please. I trust in you. That's a really bad spot to have been spotted. There wasn't really many places for me to go from there. I was already under the table when it dropped down and saw me. I guess I could have blasted it with the flamethrower, but... it scared me too. But like, I just sort of accepted my death. I knew it, so I wasn't going to be able to get away.
That's it. I can see a power spike. Now, reconnect the lab systems to
Okay, everything's fine.
from the console in the
I know where it's going to be now, sort of.
Hazardous material leak detected.
It's going to drop from there. Where can I hide when it drops? Nowhere? On the other side of that, I guess, maybe? Oh, God. This sucks. Oh, what do you mean incorrect? That was right. Okay, come on. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, fuck off. Will ya?
Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
Uh-huh. Oh, God, please. Oh, man, come on. It's not moving. It's trying to catch me out, I think.
Attention. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
But it's out there. Maybe I can scooch around here. Okay, it seems to be alright. I'm definitely fine. Everything is fine.
Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
I'm sorry, Ripley.
Facility procedures underway. Stand
No! Don't fucking do that!
Why didn't you just do that earlier? Instead of making me think I had hope here. Okay, okay, alrighty. Oh, save point, it's so beautiful. Only I could get up there to use it. Okay. Where would I be if I was stalking someone in a tube floating adrift in space? I'm not gonna go for the save point. I don't trust myself to not get caught. Although it is right here. I think that's over there. I think I'm fine. Save point. It's not in this room. I mistook where I was. Oh wow, I'm just flipping around in space here, huh? Just waiting for me there. It's gonna... Oh, please don't touch me.
Lock pressurization. Lock pressurization 25%.
Okay. I think it's in here with me. Please don't be in here with me. I don't have the heart for it. Oh my god, if that thing comes up like this, I'm gonna scream. It's walking. Might be safe to get out. Go. I knew you'd grab me, you piece of shit. Didn't grab me after all, actually. It's totally fine. I was just paranoid the whole time. Uh-huh. Just like hide. Okay, it worked out fine. Whee! Good job, Ripley. Oh. Wow, that's lucky. Now, how... I'm just gonna have to assume here that there's more xenomorphs on the station we don't know about, because that feels like the end of the Troubles, honestly. Now the alien is isolated, if you will. God, it's gonna suck. The second I start hearing thumping in vents again, I'm gonna be so sad. Can xenomorphs survive in the vacuum?
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Ripley, is that you?
Yes, wait. Me, you son of a bitch. You locked me in. You blew the lab into space.
I had no choice. No choice at all. You saw that thing. You saw what it could do. I had to get it off the station. By any means necessary.
Yeah, use me as bait. Leave me to die.
Yeah.
And it goddamn worked, Ripley. It goddamn worked. I got that thing. Jettisoned it into the gas giant. The station's safe.
Well.
There's that. And there's the fact that you're a heartless bastard. I'm heading back to the Bureau. We can discuss your methods there. Ripley out.
I mean, it was the right choice, as scummy as it felt. Like... I mean, he probably could have waited a second, like, before locking me in, but, you know. Still be fine. Can I get a save point, please? What is that? There's like mines? Fuck. I've spent the entire game trying to remember to avoid those vents, and now the alien's gone. I don't really have to. I'm still going to try to remember. Where is this? I've been here before. Wherever this is. Because I've unlocked that door. Is there one down here too? Oh! I recognize this place, maybe? No, I don't. Maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I've activated the engines here. This is where, like, the trams thing were, or something like that. No, I've never been here. There's a shotgun. Okay, I don't know where I am anymore. Everything looks kind of the same as everything else. But I'm always happy to have old Tim back. Just equip that. What would I need a shotgun for? Like, surely the pistol works fine against human enemies, right? It's definitely not going to work against the xenomorph if there's more of them. Or maybe it will. Oh yeah, I do remember this place. There's like a bunch of bodies and stuff. Have I been in there before? I want a safe place, please. Hey, Phoenix Region, how you doing? Oh, right. This is where I entered the station. Okay, that's where I am. The first place you come to. Oh. Friends. Are they evil? Well, they have red eyes. They're certainly not friendly. Friendly people don't have red eyes. It's a scary game. I'm doing all right, but I'm scared. Oh, it saw me. Apparently, I was peeking for too long. The xenomorph isn't on the station anymore. That's not gonna work, huh? I really thought that would work. Ooh, alright, well, you know, shotgun to the face. Go away, please. Can I, like, blast out their legs, maybe? Well, kind of. Yeah, I probably should just leave these guys alone. I'm just wasting all my shotgun ammo on them. I haven't saved in a while, so I don't know when I'll get to that. Excuse me, pardon me. Running. Corridors. Black corridors. Oh, there's a save. Now, I have to find a way to, like... Oh, it's a dead end, huh? If I just, like, hang out here, will they just forget that I exist? An out of sight, out of mind situation? No. The answer's no. Oh, no, please.
This isn't the answer.
This stun batons suck. Zap, zap, zap. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna... Okay, it doesn't work. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You don't think after all this trouble I was having with the xenomorph, I wouldn't mind a few androids, but, what the hell? But I'm really having a hard time with these guys, huh? Oh, I didn't know you had to reload the stun baton. That's weird, but okay. I guess it makes sense. I literally I haven't had to do it. I've only used it once. They're not me, they're bad. Okay, yeah, so you'll quickly find I'm terrible at video games, and you shouldn't expect too much from me. But I'm having fun, kind of, when I'm not terrified. Well, I guess it's part of the fun. Can I open this door? No, I need to restore power, okay. You beat it twice on stream? Wow. I haven't even beaten it once. I could have just left. Oh, that's annoying. I could have just left. There's just an elevator waiting for me. Yeah, I started streaming because I wanted to stream a bunch of games that looked interesting to me, but I never had the time to play. And this is one I saw a long time ago, and it looked really fun and spooky.
He's a ruthless son of a bitch, always has been. Stubborn too. If he'd ever listened to me, things would never have gone this far.
It's done now.
I'm sorry for fucking up with the lockdown earlier.
Forget it. You got me out in the end. I'll see you back at the Bureau.
It's great. I have a bad habit of losing my patience while I'm hiding from the alien, though. Well, not losing my patience so much as misjudging the amount of time I should be cautious when waiting for it to stop sniffing around. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty fun. It looks great too. The atmosphere's really nice. Well, you know what I mean. It's immersive, but it's not nice. Three people? 3 androids? 4 people. Hmm. Gosh, what is my definition of backseating? It hasn't really come up so much to an extent. As long as you don't tell me where to go, I guess. It's fine to give me tips. I'll usually ask if I need help with anything, but if you have, like, helpful insight, or if I seem to be getting frustrated with something, I don't mind if you pop in and say something. Because I know a lot of people like to watch speedrunners of this game. A couple of speedrun watchers came in a few days ago, and one of them was giving me, like, ideas of where I should go, or, like, telling me how to do certain areas. I didn't like that, but otherwise, most tips I've been getting are fine. So, I can't really give you a really good idea unless you overstep, I guess. But most things should be fine. What do I do with this? Okay, so I need to find a way around, but there's a bunch of people blocking that entrance, exit, whatever it is. Is there anything up here that I might have missed? I didn't save, I don't think, did I? Oh, hey. Revolver ammo. Oh. Did I? Yeah, okay. So let me get this, I guess. I may have already used it, but it doesn't, no harm in me doing it again, just to be sure that I'm doing it. Because I know I'm gonna get killed here, because I'm gonna make a mistake. But yeah, the back seating is never an issue, really. I mean, I always appreciate people trying to help, so if it gets too much, I'll be happy to say something. So don't worry about it.
Safe.
If you have some advice, feel free to share it.
Take a look around. You're outnumbered. Did anyone else catch that?
Okay, what am I supposed to do here, though? They really want to kill me, but... What? Hey. So, I know that this vent here needs to be opened, but it needs power, right? That's what it said? Door locked. Oh, it doesn't need power. I can't go there because they'll shoot me, so there must be another way that I'm missing. That's clear, but I just entered here through there. There's no vents, no doors I haven't accessed. Where does my map say? Oh wait, is there a vent on the other side that I missed? No? What is that? Oh, update map. Cool. Does it sound good? Oh, that's a relief. Oh god, what is it actually? It's like not cheap, but it's not expensive either. It's like the Q2U something or other. I don't recall. I probably have the box around somewhere, but it's the Samsung Q2U or something like that. Let me see if my program says it. That's it? Okay. Yeah. It's not terribly expensive, but it's also not like super cheap. So I thought the sound quality was nice enough. I do have a lot of like, I don't know if filters is the word, but I have a lot of things on. Yeah, okay. Alright. I've been spotted. What is this? Nothing. Oh, were you was I okay. Hey, how you doing? Can you, open this for me? Okay. You just do you, then. You're wasting an awful lot of ammo. I'll be back, don't worry. It was, yeah, no, you're going insane, guy. It's fine. I figured if I was going to start streaming, the bare minimum would be a decent quality microphone. Whether it was, like, expensive or not, I had to decide if I wanted to invest in a really pricey one or just a decent one to see if I was cut out for streaming to begin with. So I got one that had good reviews and people were talking about it being nice, so. I'm glad it sounds good. But it also has, like, audio boosting on it and stuff, because I don't have a an audio box to plug it into, so I have to manually boost it with the program. So it probably would sound a lot clearer and nicer if I hadn't had to decibel boost it. Hello, Virgil. Duality Virgil? I don't know how to refer to you. Feel free to tell me. Yeah, I'd love to get like a sound box at some point, but that's an investment for the future.
About to rain on the parade. Something's up with the androids.
No.
Something's been up with the damn androids since I got here.
No, this is new. They've left their posts. I just saw some of them in a public area. That's not normal.
Great.
Watch your back.
Nothing behind me. Vuality Dirgil. Sure, I'll try. It's kind of hard to pronounce, but I'll give it my best shot. Save. Well, you know, I'll try the whole thing for a while. If it doesn't work out, I'll pick one, I guess. How about that? But yeah, I figure getting an audio box is a huge investment for if I end up not enjoying my time. But I've had a great time so far. I've only been streaming for like 3 months now, I think, and I've been having fun. Had a lot of nice people pop into chat and such. That's always cool. Your Eminent. Oh, yeah, alright. I could, yeah, you know, Your Majesty's not a bad one, but kind of has there's a bit of a connotation to it. You need to, you know, sort of present yourself royally. Maybe have, like, a chaperone to announce your presence when you enter the chat. I've heard of the Go XLR a lot, so if I was gonna look at an audio box, it'd probably be one of those. I've also heard it has some very strange, unique issues, but I don't remember what they are. But I know one of my, I don't want to say associates, one of the people I have spoken to, says they're having a hard time with it. Where in the world? Did I miss something? Oh, was I supposed to go into that vent? Yes.
Wait, it's Ripley. What's going on with the androids?
I don't know.
What about the change in alert status?
Damn it, I don't know. I'm trying to contact Samuels. Maybe he knows what the hell Apollo is playing at.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm doing this as like a habit, hobby, because like I said, I wanted to play a bunch of games, but I never had an opportunity to. So this gives me, like, sort of forces me to play them. Gives me a period of time with which I can play them. So if I ever, like, you know, get a big enough following to, like, make money off this, which I'm not really making an effort to do, but if that ever happens, maybe I'll get an audio box that's actually good. Maybe a soundboard, that would be fun. Got it as a gift. Ooh, cool. Somebody's having a hard time out there. You okay, guys? He's saying hi a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna... You know, you guys, if you run from the android, it won't be able to punch you to death. Oh god. Well, I should probably take my own advice, huh?
You're starting to test my patience.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Sure. We can talk about safety. Let me just run away and then I'll try not to slip on all the blood. Put some wet floor signs down, if you will. That'd be helpful. Oh no, where am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Not here, that's for sure. Alright, this way. Sorry, you got auto-modded. I'll check on that in a sec. Sorry. Is that a hack? Do I have to hack that? Oh no. Is there any way to avoid... you know what? I can just stun them, right? I can just zap them.
Don't let it get close.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah, no wonder. Huh? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do this again. Oh, I missed. I missed. I missed. How close do I have to be with that thing? It's definitely reloaded, right? Okay, got one. Okay, got two. Move. Leave me alone. Somebody has a gun. That's not a hack. What the hell? Where am I going? I thought it was a hacking spot. Okay, so there's something there? Is there a vent? Oh, I just have to walk up to it. Alright, that makes sense.
Wait, for God's sakes, Apollo's let the androids off the leash. They're attacking on sight.
I don't know what the hell this is. They're not just responding to trespass violations, it's like they're hunting.
For who?
For everyone and anyone.
Ow. What? Why? Why? Hey! Oh, it's the guy that says hi a lot. Excuse me. I don't know why you're shooting me. There's androids around. Ow, rude. Come on, guy. Oh, I'd probably reload the revolver, I guess, huh? Oh, come on. One at a time. Oh, hey, can you, like, help me? Safety first, right? He's blasting me with a shotgun. It's not fair. Oh, come on, really? This isn't going well. You have to hold R? Okay. Hey, how you doing? Distract them. Maybe I should make an effort to get out of here instead of trying to just, like, hang out. Open? Yes. Oh, jeez, okay. It's a good thing that Ripley practices cardio, huh? I would love to read chat right now, but I just need to figure out where I'm going. Oh, I can't jump over this wall, can I? Oh, hi. Oh, come on. How dare you? I don't have enough health to survive this. No, you monster. Okay, well. Suppose that was bound to happen. Yeah, okay, it's not so bad. Yeah, bitch slap is not like a word I would like not allow, or not a series of words. I will sometimes make sure to leave the automod going if it's like a potentially offensive name or something, but that's not something that should have been blocked. And I'm surprised Nazi wasn't auto-modded, if I'm honest. What was that? Oh, was that Android supposed to be a surprise? I mean, it kind of was. I wasn't expecting it, that's for sure. Yeah, probably. Just I don't mind the bitch slap thing. That's fine. I call things bitches all the time, but yeah, the other words probably no. Where? Oh, right, the vent. The automod has like picked up a couple of weird things that I wouldn't get, but
about the change in alert status?
Usually
Damn it,
it's
I don't
fine.
know. I'm trying to contact Samuels. Maybe he knows what the hell Apollo is playing at.
Yeah, no worries. I understand. It's just a thing. Like, it's just a place I want everybody to be comfortable where possible. So even if it wasn't meant, like, in... I mean, I know it wasn't meant to be, like, offensive, obviously. But it's a potential, like, trigger for some people. And I'd rather not, if it's possible to avoid. If that's understandable. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now I have to figure out how to get past the murderous androids. Maybe I can actually sneak past them. Which I guess not, because I do have to go that direction, don't I? Can I, like, hide here and just pretend it didn't see me? Will that work? Let me get these out, actually. Get the stun baton ready. Can you stop running past me? I'm trying to, like, not be spotted. Okay, that's not gonna work. Excuse me. Pardon me. Open. That's not the right one. Oh, come
For God's sakes, Apollo's let the androids off
yeah,
the
I'll
leash.
zap you too.
They're
Get out of here.
attacking on site.
It's the wrong way.
I don't know what the hell this is. They're not just responding
Is that the wrong
to
way?
trespass violations.
Yeah,
It's like
open.
they're hunting
Where's the droid?
for everyone.
Where's the jump scare droid?
What do you mean?
Stand by.
I guess it's not here. All right, cool. kind of okay. I guess it's a good description of it.
Sevastopol hazard containment alert was recently raised to Omega. Please stand
That
by
is
for
like
further
the third time I think somebody has suggested doing an audiobook. Am I not in the right spot? Oh. God, I wish I could, like, identify which doors are the doors I'm supposed to go through somehow with, like, a device, perhaps. I would love to humor that by quoting something Morgan Freeman said, but I cannot for the life of me think of a single thing right now. I'm God. No, there's no way. I can't do the impressions. That was that's embarrassing. I shouldn't do that. That's terrible. Didn't even sound like him. Ugh. Look at these little pods. These aren't even, like, big enough for a person to be in. I mean, like, they are, but, like, they feel like they're too short, you know? Like, if you stretched out your legs, there's no way you'd fit in that. Oh, Terminal's my favorite. I can read and get some lore and relax for a second. Heist, you still there? Why the hell didn't we have the smarts to stay on Anisadora? They shut me in the lab over in the Systech Spire. For the love of God, come find me. Elevators are out, and there are bodies everywhere. I'm sure I can hear it in the walls.
Meeks, I'm leaving this for you when you wake up. I know that you're
It's so
still all
quiet.
over the place after that thing came out of Foster, but you've got to stop fucking up like this. You got way too drunk and told those people sleeping in the mall way too much. I dragged you away when I saw the look in their eyes. We can't go back there again. No one can know we're
Thanks for the
connected to
follow.
Marlowe
Appreciate it.
Isadora. I'll come back once you've dried out.
That's corrupted. I can't do anything with it. Okay. A Mickey Mouse would be very fun, and it makes perfect sense that you'd get it requested often, but I'm sorry for you. I don't know how stressful that is on your voice, but I can't imagine it's pleasant. What is going on? Is there a vent on the floor that I've missed? Oh, I'm just supposed to leave. Ah. It's just things walking.
Before it gets too close.
Oh, is there more androids out here? I'm not any danger to anybody. Don't shoot me, please. Thank you. I'm just trying to get around to do things. Okay, you don't have a gun, so I guess you're fine. Oh, you have a gun, though. Don't look over here. Okay, there's nothing there. Shh. No, don't look at me. I'm behind this chair. You can't get me. It hurts.
It seems you and I have a problem.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Alright, I didn't. There you go. Alright, cool. Okay, there we go. Let me up. Come on. Stand up. Stand up. There you go. Just. Okay, well, that's it for me. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping he would leave me alone and stop kicking me when I realized I wasn't a threat, but, guess it didn't work. So am I supposed to be, like, sneaking back the way I came just now? No. Where does it want me to go? It just tells me to go in there. James Harper? I recognize the name. Which one is Tychus? It's been a long time since I played StarCraft 2, and I never actually played very much of the game. Is he just like the main, like, human, or is he somebody else? I don't remember. Sorry. Yeah, alright, well. Where's my stun baton? Can I just reload this now, please? No, it's already fine. It's already reloaded. Fine. Medkits. Give me more.
A wealth of new career opportunities awaits you. Come and join the Seegson family today. Seegson tomorrow.
I keep pressing the wrong button to heal. There we go. Okay. I'm sure there's a very obvious place I should go. I need to go into there. Is there a door on the other side that I just didn't pay attention to? There is a door over there. There's also a dude with a pistol, if I remember right. Or did they not spawn this time? Hello? No, they're not there. I guess it's fine. Is this gonna open? No. Okay, well. There's that plan out of the way. Yeah, I can do that. I hadn't thought about that. I figured I never thought somebody would be interested in the mic, but I can definitely put it in there. So quiet, and like not having to be terrified of the thumping in the vents all the time is incredibly nice, but also these androids suck. Okay, it's telling me to go backwards, so this is obviously not the right way, but also where else would I go? I have to get there somehow. right. So this is the right way. Yeah, well, I also really like clear audio, especially. Like, it's really difficult for me to, even if I enjoy a person, and their stream, or audio is like a big factor. So like, even if I enjoy like watching their content, if they have a bad mic, it's always rough. So I'm glad that this one is nice enough. Anyway. It looks like doors are locked for me now, so I guess I need to go a specific way. Oh, never mind. Found it. There was, I mean, this was years ago, but like, back when streaming and stuff, not even streaming, like video recording and like gaming on YouTube and stuff was like just starting out. People like, God, if you know Sips from Yogscast, well, he's not part of Yogscast anymore, but he sort of is. He had the worst microphone I've ever heard, and he had it for such a long time. And I didn't mind it until I started watching people with good microphones, and then I just couldn't stand the bad mic.
This is an entirely unauthorized event. Please bow now.
Sorry, I didn't want to do that, but I also I didn't mean to just walk up in your face. Come on, I'm not even running. I'm walking peacefully. I'm not even going the right way. I'm just like lost. And I don't think I can get more ammo, can I? Open this door? Yeah. Alright. Excuse me, coming through. I'm not going the right way. Where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Is that the way? I think this is the way I was intending to go. You know, do androids have little bits? Little nuts and bolts? Yeah, I guess I'll go back in here. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, but crawling through vents has always paid off, so could be a good option. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind bad audio if the person isn't... Oh, I can't make more. Oh, that sucks. If they're not, like, doing something that requires you to pay it... Oh, hey, cool. Pay attention to what they're saying, I guess. Like, you know, YouTube tutorials and stuff. I guess I don't mind their audio being bad, because you're there just to learn something. You're not there to, like, sit there for an hour or two listening to them just chat about whatever. I'm just back where I started. Okay, fine. I'll just save, it's fine. Yeah, alright. But the alien can't crawl through vents now because it's off in the middle of space. And there's definitely no way any more aliens could be on this station. It's impossible. They can't reproduce. They also can't breathe in space, right? There's no way it could make it back over here somehow. Okay. Right back here, huh? I got power back on. So that's progress. What's over there? just gonna hang out here and wait. Okay, it's just there. Other games? Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna play Outer Wilds soon. The weird, interesting, special space puzzle game. Not the Fallout game. The other one. They both came out at the same time. That's one of them that I look forward to playing. Maybe one of the maybe the BioShock games, because I never really played those. I played a little bit of the first one, but never got into it. Even though I know I would like it. And I remastered those fairly recently. Gosh, what other games? The Dishonored games I never played. Those looked fun. But those are all older games, though, which is kind of the problem. It's like, this is a fairly new game compared to those. Not like new, but, you know, newer. My Steam list has a bunch of games on there, too, that I can probably look at. Chroma Squad, that's a tactical Power Rangers game. The new Doom remakes, I've never played. I'm interested in those. I don't know. I have a lot. And I'm always open to suggestions. I'm not playing just games that I've never played before. I have played a couple of games I have done. I can't help but notice you're not leaving. I need to get through here, and you're not moving. This is the way I just came from. I guess I'm just gonna run all the way back to where I was, and just hope they don't follow me, because I'm out of stun batons. I am careless. I'm kind of looking for a way to go. I'm careless because I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, was this... Have I been here? Yeah, I have been here. I haven't been here. Did I run through that whole area and just not realize there was a place to go there? Oh no. I wasted so many stun batons. And it was that easy. It was so easy to get out of there.
Wait, I've got some security shutters in my way. Can you open them? Wait.
You bastards, you murdering bastards! Leave him alone! Stand down! You bastards!
Uh-oh. You can probably cut off your radio at this stage. Find an alternate route. Yeah, alright. I'll try. What am I hearing?
The station separation sequence is now complete. Thank you for your patience.
I don't know if in particular I'm into story-driven games exactly, but I certainly don't dislike them. It's kind of a hard way. I don't know. I know there's some games I absolutely don't like. I do not like fighting games at all, but most other games I'm pretty okay with, no matter what they are. Like even like stuff like racing games, I sort of like or sort of don't like, depending on what's involved. But I'm always down for like a city builder. Like city builder and tactical games are like my favorite types of games. But my favorite game of all time is Fable, which is not any of those. So I can't exactly. I don't really have a thing. Last of Us and Resident Evil. Resident Evil maybe because it's kind of silly. Last of Us is like very serious, and I'm not sure I'm willing to like play that because I'm not good with like the sort of human. I don't know how you explain this. I'm not good with like the humans being bad people for the sake of like survival. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And Silent Hill is another one that's like very serious, but like it has a lot of silliness in it, so I'm not really sure. Because that one's all about like different sort of qualities, like regret and... Huh. Yeah, emotional weight, that sort of thing. Okay, oh, well, alright. I guess I'll just save here. Yeah. Yeah, so there's some games where like, even though I know they're good games, playing them would like be too stressful for me, I guess. I need like levity or like an extremely unrealistic situation to enjoy those types of games. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Outlast is not on the cards. Outlast is definitely not. Sorry, yeah. I had somebody else come in recommending I play the new Outlast as well. And, yeah, I'd be like, don't get me wrong, I know they're good games. Oh no, I can't climb here. Hey, can you just like not attack me? I would really appreciate that. Ugh. Okay, I made it. Okay, if I just walk slowly, maybe it won't remember I'm here like every other time I've tried to do this. But yeah, I know that like the it's like a weird restriction to put on myself for games to like not play specifically games that are too intense, I guess. And I know it's weird, but it's just a thing. I don't know. Is he gonna go upstairs, or are you gonna keep on just wandering around down here looking for me? Because I'd love to get past him. I think it does cause detection, but it must be way lower. Oh no, he's coming.
I will find you, you know. Gone. A waste of both our time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I have played Stardew Valley. I do like it, so you're not wrong. I much prefer the make love not war sort of situations. I do like some like shooters and stuff though. It's not like not entirely true, but Stardew Valley is a fantastic game. I love it. But unfortunately, I've played a lot of it, so I won't be playing it on stream, probably. No, Warhammer is silly. Warhammer's serious, but it's silly. So I'm kind of okay with Warhammer stuff. Like it's way too out there. Like it's incredibly silly how incredibly dark it is. To a point where it's unrealistic. That there's no way it would be like, you know, bad. I have seen the Astartes series. The guy who made it got hired with Games Workshop, and they removed it from YouTube and changed all the audio, and it made it worse. But it was still really interesting when it was up. But yeah, that series, I was following it because it got recommended to me when it was like on the first episode or whatever. The like very short scene where they're just walking down the hallway, and I followed that guy immediately. It was so good. And to think that it was like a fan animation with like no backing is just outrageous. That's such good quality. That's such good talent.
They just work for you, so you can get on with your life with perfect peace of mind. Working shows
Yeah, the unofficial supercut I did download because I knew it might get struck down. Or struck down. So I've made sure to get a copy of it because I love it. It's such a good series. What are your plans? Hey Mart, I guess you've heard about the station decommission by now. What are your plans? I've got some connections that can hook me up with work when we leave. I just heard my sensor go off. Can I get gotten here? Let me look around before I start reading that. No, that's closed off. I'm fine. I've got some connections that can hook me up with work when we leave. I can't promise anything, but maybe they can find you something too. They've started closing down the stores in the Galleria. Your place was still boarded up from last year. Sorry you had to lose it. You never seem to catch a break. Do you still hear from Margaret and the kids? Maybe you should go see them when you leave Sevastopol. Let me know if you want me to ask around for you. Gillen. Blythe. That's not how you spell Blythe. We need to find a way to shut down those automated janitors. They're a security problem. Every time they start their cleaning circuit, there's a risk they'll open up a route for that thing that's hunting us, or at the very least, let looters in. Oh my god, the reading. Look at this. Holy crap. The station's decommission process is now underway. Please read carefully and take note. An initial team is on station to survey Sevastopol and initialize the decommissioning process. Please help them in any way you can. We have enough food and medical supplies. The redirection of the supply ship flight path will not impact on your quality of life. Rationing will, however, be deemed necessary if stocks run low. Hoarding and illegal trading will not be tolerated. Please report suspicious activity to Seegson Security, who will investigate in cooperation with Colonel Marshals. A population rehoming service has been established. We are happy to help you with your next step, but are not liable for costs incurred. If you require financial support, we recommend Seegson Credit Services. The decommission is final. We must relocate, or you will be faced with forced removal.
I have been camped out in Galleria Mall for maybe 24 hours. The people here, they're scared. But they still believe that martial weights will kill the creature. They forget other dangers. They forget themselves. People are tuning on each other for food, for water. I cannot stay here.
Yeah, being into the board game is rough because like when I was young, I saw people playing the Warhammer tabletop on like street corners. Like it was like such a big, massive board. Like it's like what is it, like 2 meters, whatever, 6 by 6 or something like that. But it's a big board. I saw people playing it like on the grass outside of their house on street corners. With the little like little models. It looked so fun, but it was so expensive I could never get into it. But the I do love the like Space Marines in Warhammer, but I also really like the sort of human side of the Guardsmen because they're like just people, right? Like comparatively, especially. It says there's something right... Oh, he's above me, I guess.
Solomon's Galleria, our shopping mall, caters to all the needs of visitors to the station, as well as...
Where am I? Oh, yeah, this is where I just came from.
Nearby, our law enforcement officers can be found.
But yeah, it's really good. It does do really well to showcase the sort of, like it's such a quick idea, like, because they're so efficient and like everything is so calculated in that animation. It's really impressive to look at because they all know exactly what's going on and what to do. It's really good. And oh, I love it. Warhammer's like one of my favorite things. I don't know, I know exactly when I got into it. Oh, I knew you were behind me. I saw you on the ground there. I wasn't gonna do anything to you because I figured you were just gonna lie there and be cool. Your eyes aren't even red. Rude. 44 by 60 inch? Yeah, it's big. It's big stuff. The early models look janky, but there's like an endearing quality to them because they're so jank, right? And I had thoughts about playing the tabletop sim Warhammer. I even have a VR headset. Like, it would be really cool. and immersive. Problem is, you have to find somebody who's willing to sit down for, you know, a while to play it. Although I guess they recently released a new, shorter, like, battle system with alternate activations and stuff. Already done this one? Yeah, I already looked at this one. Henry Cavill's available. I am looking forward to seeing Henry Cavill's Warhammer series whenever it gets made. I'm cautiously optimistic because there's been a lot of like official like Warhammer stinker content, but like sometimes they're just really good and interesting. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he comes up with. Because the first season, first season The Witcher was really good because he took the lore seriously and really wanted to like write it well, and I really enjoyed watching that. So this guy got out. Good for him, I guess. There used to be a blueprint here somewhere, but I guess it got taken. I guess I just need to get out of here, huh? Oh, hey, everything's fine. How you doing? Everything's perfectly fine.
They're all dead.
They are.
The androids slaughtered them.
Why?
They're quite
Why
dead.
the fuck?
I don't know, but I think Samuels does.
Samuels? Why?
Wait, sent him to access Apollo. I need to find him. Have you seen Taylor and Marlowe?
No. No.
They're not here. I think they may have got clear. Ricardo. Ricardo! If I go after Samuels, can you run this place? I need eyes and ears.
I'm not fucking staying here.
Ricardo, I need you to do this. Can you man the station and keep me covered? Ricardo!
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Sit tight. Lock the fucking doors and don't let anyone in.
Yeah.
Look after me. I'll come back for you.
Worked pretty well, right? Yeah, I appreciate the offer. I might inquire. It's one of those things I have to put aside a lot of time for to learn how to play properly and stuff. I appreciate the offer for sure, though, because it is something I've wanted to try to learn, but I have no idea. It's one of those things you don't really know where to begin, and it takes a lot of time investment up front, and the only way to learn is to do it, right? Oh, come on. What the hell, man? That door's locked behind me now, isn't it? Sure is. Wanna play Ring Around the Terminal? No, you don't. You don't know I'm here. Obviously, otherwise you'd be finding me by now. I have the wherewithal to use shadows to my advantage. Of course, I can't see the shadows. Oh, come on, don't look at me.
Come on, please.
You fool. I've escaped your notice. Oh, crap.
You're making me waste company time.
Oh, come on. You didn't see me, did you? No, you didn't. Oh, I can't make that move. God, come on.
Are you playing a game with
No. Well, yes.
I only wanted to help.
Yeah, I'm sure you did with your red-ass eyes. There we go. Yes. Freedom of movement once more. Yeah, I tend to enjoy watching like Warhammer battle reports a lot. I say that I only really watch one channel, and it's the Games Night Yogscast channel, because they do a lot of editing and stuff in there, and they're really fun to watch. But I do like listening into battle reports and stuff, and I do read a lot of Warhammer books and things. I just recently finished the Caiaphas Cain series up to like book number 7. And that's a fun one. It's like not really the same as the rest of the Warhammer books, but it is very enjoyable. The first thing that got me into Warhammer that I actually knew was Warhammer, because I played Dawn of War when it first came out, whenever that was, and I didn't know it was a Warhammer thing though. Like, it didn't mean anything to me. It was just a game, and I liked it. But then when I actually knew what Warhammer was, the way I figured that out was I read the Soul Drinkers omnibus that a friend of mine had, and that got me into Warhammer properly. And that's where I started. And from there I read like different, mostly just the Space Marine stuff, because I didn't really know what Guardsmen were. So the like Space Wolves and Ultramarines and stuff like that, all those books are really good. The Horus Heresy is really impenetrable. It's something that interests me as a lore point, but I don't think I'd be able to get into any of the books for it, because there's so much about it. Oh man, it sucks when libraries get taken down. Libraries are such a good part of like just the world. They're so useful. I like a couple years ago, I'm not going to go into details, but a couple years ago I needed to use the library almost every day, and it was so nice just to have a place to like go and like do research and read. It was so nice. Oh, don't see me. Please just pretend you don't see me. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I was sneaking so well. You just had to walk around a corner that I didn't know. Maybe I should pay attention to that radar a bit more. Oh, there's 2 of you. I don't have enough stun batons for 2 of you. At least I can outrun them. Okay, where's a locker? Is there any lockers in here? I could really use a locker. Is this safe down here, I guess? They didn't follow me. I wasn't, like, trying to sneak around. No! Ah, well, you know what? Wait. Why am I hearing thumping again? Is that just the station breaking up, or is that actually a problem for me? Lockers? No lockers. Okay, stay away from the vents. So I can't help but feel like maybe there's gonna be something coming out of one of them soon. Oh, there's nowhere for me to hide here, is there?
Find our transit service deficient. Please fill out one of the forms provided.
Yeah, but no, I love the smell of books too. Like, it's weird. It's a weird thing to, like, say, but there's nothing that can replace that. Just that smell of, like, old paper on a book. Just a really relaxing scent. I wish that the hobby wasn't so expensive, though, because I've always wanted to get into it, even though painting models takes an awful long time. It seems like so much fun to try and do. But then you have to, like, have a local game shop, usually, or some people who are willing to do it with you.
Serving the San Cristobal Medical Facility and the Seegson Synthetics.
I can see activity on terminals on the top levels of Seegson Synthetics. Rip, I'm not sure I can do this.
Ricardo, I need you to focus. You're in charge now.
In charge? In charge of what? A room full of dead people? This is fucked up!
Focus, Ricardo. If Samuels can talk to Apollo, he can get the androids to stand down. Then this will all be over.
And I mean, like, it is a tree genocide, I suppose. You're not wrong. Like, but also, you know, there's not much to be done about it. I do prefer using readers now, but I still like having books. But I have stopped buying books a lot recently. Yeah. Trees are cool. You got the ones with the spikes. You got like the ones with the big old fronds. Got the leafy ones. There's different types. There's lots of different types of trees. You got the ones that are cold to the touch. The birch trees, I think they are. You know, refrigerator trees, whatever you call them. Not all trees are scum, you know. Just some of them. Am I supposed to be doing something in particular? Just take the elevator to Seegson. Oh, there actually is an objective. Back the way I came. Embarrassing. I guess I came to a hub area to go to a different area. No. Wrong again. There we go. That's what I want to go. Yeah, our bodies work hard to produce that CO2, and the trees are just stealing it? That's not fair. I've never smoked a tree, but I've heard those are them some good smokes. I hear lots of good things about them. Smell them all the time, too. Bonk. It's weird not being completely paranoid all the time of an alien stalking you. Like, I got so used to always hiding under tables and things. And now it's not, like, trying to murder me all the time.
Ripley, there's a security alert firing off in the labs nearby. Elevators are out. Looks like the Seegson synthetics aren't taking kindly to a Weyland-Yutani model snooping around.
So how do I get up?
You have to climb. There's a service vent through to the elevator shaft around there somewhere.
Why does he have a magazine in his mouth? Smythe, read this. Don't be mad, but I went through to the elevator shaft and shut the access door behind me. I had a Joe on my tail, so I had to get out of there. If you can find something to cut through the panel, the code is 8382. Don't worry if not. I'm coming back down for you. No sign of the lovebirds, but I've got a whole heap of guns and supplies up here. That's the wrong button. I pressed back. Oh, no, I've already read that one, I think. I was gonna read that whole thing. Oh, I got my flare back. Could really use some more stun stick ammo. That'd be nice. The Trayons were cool from Lord of the Rings. Although I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I really wanted to go back and watch all the Lord of the Rings again. It's been years and years since I've seen them. I'm trying to convince a friend to watch them with me, but they don't want to put in the time investment because it's such a long movie series. I hate not being able to just loot these, because I know I don't have any space left. Oh, I remember this room. No, I don't. Maybe. I remember a room similar to this one. I mean, some aliens are cool, though. Some Xenos are cool, right? Like, the Tau aren't that bad. They're just kind of weird fish people that are hyper-advanced for some reason. But they're not, like, you know, aggressive. For the greater good and what all, you know? The chapter Space Marines, I would choose, like, as an army, you mean? To paint? Probably... I really like the Salamanders, but like for lore reasons, because they're cool. I don't know what any of their armies actually do in the tabletop, but for lore, I like the Salamanders. And maybe I would make a spin-off of a different chapter for like Soul Drinkers, because they're the first Space Marines I ever learned about. So there could be that too, I guess. Because I love Soul Drinkers as a concept. Because they're meant to be like a strike force, right? There's like the like Raven Guard, I guess. Is that Raven Guard? The stealth ones, kinda. Oh, that noise. When that thing vents, it sounds like the alien hissing. Oh, it scared me. This is not where I'm going. Why did I come here? I haven't read any Raven Guard books, unfortunately. It's one of those things I'm sure they have them, but there's a lot of, like, there's so many Warhammer books that I just don't know where to begin on the ones I haven't read. And most of the ones I have read have been the Space Marine ones. And I wanted to read some of, like, the Orc books and stuff like that, too. I just don't know where to begin. And, I mean, like, as far as, like, playing, though, like, I don't know any of the actual tabletop rules, so, not really, anyway. I know some. But, I mean, in video games, I played Space Marine, which was an Ultramarine, Captain Titus, which I'm excited for the second one coming out. Where in the world am I meant to go? Behind me, apparently. Wait, was there a terminal here I just missed? No, it was a door. Okay. But yeah, like I said, the I think orcs are fun because they're like a very silly race, right? Oh, did I miss this? For some reason, I just thought I'd have to upgrade my torch to open this. I just ignored it. I don't know anything about 30K. The Horus Heresy is so incredibly dense. It's difficult to like get into and like look at. I know vague lore from like reading Wikipedia or you know the Lexicanum or whatever it's called. 8382. That's wrong. I did it wrong. I already did it wrong. I did it wrong. I already messed it up. 8382. But no, I mean like I think the 30K concept and like lore associated with it is very interesting to me. I like learning about like Horus's betrayal and stuff like that and Magnus's mistakes. And then learning about like Istvan and stuff like that was kind of cool. And then there's that whole like everybody and their mother got recommended that Rylanor's Last Stand video on YouTube, that rock opera, which is dope as hell. So like I'm sort of vaguely interested in learning more about the Emperor's Children, but I'm not a huge fan of the traitor factions because they're kind of all the same. But not really. I mean, they're different, but they're mostly the same. In that they just murder. They just kill people for different reasons. I was reading an Iron Hands book from my library, but it's not Iron Hands, Iron Warriors. I was reading an Iron Warriors book, but I had to turn it in before I had a chance to finish it. I mean, I kind of corrected myself. They're not exactly the same, but a lot of them are similar. A lot of it just kind of boils down to let's kill people and then talk about how complex everything is. Because they're obviously they believe that the Emperor betrayed them or whatever, so they have a different viewpoint and that they're the good guys and the Chaos Gods are not, you know, bad, which is fine. But I do like Magnus as a character, because, like, he did just, like, want to help, mostly. What is with these androids that are alive just sitting on the ground? Yeah, I know. Why do I have to resist this guy? He's not gonna hurt me. He's got white eyes. He's not gonna murder anybody, right? That's how that works. Just heal myself.
Ricardo, I'm here. Looks like the
yeah, Ferrus Manus is like the silliest named Primarch by far. Oh, Angron, yeah. Angron's just mad. I guess that's sort of silly too. He's just real angry. Are you kidding me? Magnus's nipple horns are rad. Like, those things are so cool. Like, that's the perfect amount of silliness in my serious sci-fi. One thing I hesitate to, like, get into when it comes to Horus Heresy is that, I know they introduced the... Oh, what are they called? I only know them as the joke name Never Dies. I don't know what they're actually called. Immortals or Unkillables. I don't know. The people that are always around and have never died. I know they introduced those, and I thought that was such a silly thing to introduce, because it just kind of feels weird. Because I like, it kind of ruins the whole, like, consequence of existing if you're just, yeah, perpetuals, there you go, that's what they're called. I didn't like that as a concept, although I haven't read much about them, so maybe I would if I put more effort into, like, learning about them, but the idea of it seemed like a little bit silly to me.
Biocontainment hazard level, Omega.
Oh no.
Corporate representative, come with me, please.
Why? What have I done to deserve this? I'm sorry I said I didn't like perpetuals. Leave me alone! This isn't gonna work. Oh, he's right behind me. I got one stun. Oh, he doesn't care. There you go. How much time is this gonna buy me, I wonder? Enough? Yes. Damn it. I didn't expect that to work, but I was really hoping. Ow, rude. Can you just, like, not know where I am? For a second? Can you just stop? I can't do anything about this. Ah, come on, alright. Does it matter if I shoot them in the head? God, Ripley's bad at shooting, huh? I guess she's not really as well. Would you stop, please? I swear, I really need you to stop.
This isn't the answer.
Okay. Everything's fine. At least I finally have a use for all these crafting items. I didn't know they had special rules. I just assumed they could never die, so there wasn't anything about them. But I know that there was, like... Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, so I'm not going to say it. I don't want to just, like, spread rumors. But the things I have heard about them just made me seem like... They made it feel like they weren't, like... as cool. Or they, like, would, like, be... Like, it's sort of like how you kind of shoehorn an ending to a story by guaranteeing that there's going to be a solution. Which is, I guess, how every story really works, but it always kind of makes me nervous to read about that sort of thing. It does matter if you shoot it in the head, okay. I don't have to click, really? But if it seems to make me do that. It seems to make me pick it, at least. But I don't have to click, I guess. Until I get to here, I suppose. Hold on. I don't know anything about Peter Turbo. I just know that people make fun of his name. Spam enter to craft. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I was just didn't even realize. Is there? Oh, I didn't realize my flashlight was on. Is there such a thing as a word bearer civilian? Word bearers are the cults of like their Space Marine, a Chaos Marine faction. But like, is there something? Do they have like civilians? I suppose they would have to have like ships and stuff, and I guess that the ships just have people living on them, so I suppose they would naturally just have people like that. What does it want me to do? I don't know. Okay, I'll just wander around and hope for the best, I guess. I did open a room and then got cornered in it, so maybe that's where I need to go. it just had this. It just had... Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, no. Was there really nothing in here? I guess there was some crafting materials, but there's just this door and no vents. Yeah, it looks like it's just crafting. Okay, so I really didn't need to open this at all. What am I missing? I guess this is one of those situations where, like, I'm so used to games that are, like, hand-holdy with, like, the go to this location and do this thing, that now that I don't have it, I'm kind of confused. I activated power for some reason, but I don't know why I did that. True, lots of calories. Spedding, I've sent up some blank androids for the VIP's vestibule stale tour. If you haven't done it before, just have them lie on the slab in the reformat chamber. It'll connect to the Apollo and upgrade them with the latest programming. Let's hope they bite.
This is Seegson Executive Ransom speaking. I just woke up to find a working Joe in my suite, and when I asked what the hell it was doing, it lunged for me. I had to leave my own fucking apartment. Send your best technicians to Apollo Core and find out what the hell is going on. Now! Get those things under control. I want a full report ASAP.
Wait, they have machines they can't turn off? So they just run around forever? How do they keep them fueled? Like, do they just have, like, infinite, do they have, like, reactors or something powering them?
The door up here's blown. I can't get near it.
If I were a person who knew how to work with electronics, how would I turn power off? With a button, I think. Oh, no, with a wrench. "15 feet tall battle robots." I knew that they were, like, the Iron Hands were... Or not, yeah, Iron Hands, the whatever. The, whoever Perturabo is the Primarch of. I knew they were obsessed with robotics.
I must have access to Apollo. Open the tower transit immediately.
Apollo transit reserved for Seegson executives and synthetics only.
Right. Then I'll have to find a way to talk to Apollo directly.
Biocontainment hazard level Omega.
Iron Warriors, yeah.
Rescinded.
I don't have time for this.
Hey, what the hell? You're murdering androids over here? Careful. Okay, don't punch him. Get like a wrench or something, man. That's gotta hurt. They're made of metal. What kind of beast is that guy? Holy damn. I mean, that sounds pretty normal. The tech heresy thing. What is it? Abominable AI is another one that I think is very funny. Suzanne, sweetheart, I'm going to have a rain check. I'm getting reports from downstairs about abnormal android behavior. It might have something to do with all these folks going missing. I need you to get to the showroom and shut yourself in. There's a lockdown button near my desk for when these machines, or from when these machines were actually worth something. Don't worry about them, they're only display models. Just sit tight, I'll sort this out and we can celebrate the deal finally going through when we're not on company time. Fetting, I'm expecting the VIPs to get here early, so I want you and your people ready and waiting to greet them. The clock's ticking, and this is our last chance to salvage something from this piece of shit. I want your people to answer their every whim, every vice, and laugh at everyone... Every vice? Their every whim, every vice, and laugh at every one of their fucking jokes. Take them to the showroom when they're ready. Don't rush them, and don't bore them with speeches. If they say they want something changed in the working Joes, just say yes. We can let the tech heads worry about it later. I hope you have your best people on this. No appointments, except for Friday. There's a lot of really cool, like, Space Marine lore and Primarch lore, and, like, situations, I guess. I remember, this is gonna sound silly, there was a scene in one of the, Ultramarine books, I don't remember which one it was, but it was, like, a dire straits happening, where, like, things were going bad, and they needed reinforcements, or else they were all gonna die, and then, like, right at the last second, they finally got their reinforcements, like, drop-podding in. It was so cool. And, like... I get, like, I know that, like, the Ultramarines are, like, some people's least favorite, because they're, like, just good at everything. But also, the books are good. The books are a lot of fun to read. What is wrong with that door? Why can't I get through it? Oh, wait, she's there, on the desk there was a button, wasn't there? Button? No? No button? Is it on the terminal? No. Oh, hey, there it is.
You do not have an appointment.
What? I have an appointment. Yeah, why weren't your eyes glowing, huh? Or were they? I just wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna run. You can't stop me, I'm sorry.
You do not have an appointment.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, the music stopped, so I guess I'm safe, but I'm gonna hide here just in case. Just for a bit. Yeah, so I think I probably joined the stuff as well after the you know, Ultramarines are good at everything, because I didn't really notice it until somebody pointed it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess sort of. But it never really bothered me. And I don't know anything about the balancing of armies in general, but I do know that they always seem to rebalance the new stuff to be the best. And that kind of always, like, rubbed me the wrong way. Because I guess it makes sense if you want to sell models. You're going to make the new models the best so people buy them. Ooh, a Molotov. But it kind of makes me a little bit sad that that's one of the business models. But I get it. It's like, it makes perfect sense. Where's that save point I can hear? There it is. Imperial Fists are always kind of cool, and I do like them. I like their color scheme. I think they're really nifty, and I like that they're all about, like, defense. Like, they're a defensive strat, like, army. That seems like a cool one. Admech aren't loyalists. They're just, they're their own thing, right? They serve the Omni side, and it just so happens to coincide a lot of the time with, the Imperial cult. Oh yeah, I learned how to make Molotovs finally. It's hard to go wrong with, like, a good, like, mustard yellow incoming. color schemes. Uh-huh. Can I help you? The Voton are actually bad? I really thought they were gonna... Because those are like the remix of the Space Dwarves that everybody was like asking for, right? I heard that people were like really hot for those. I'm surprised they're not like amazing. You, wow, there's a lot of you, huh? I guess you were standing there to give me an opportunity to open this door, I guess. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. Do I want to just let them kill me, or do I want to try and somehow survive this? Okay, well, that's probably answered my question for me. Excuse me. Key card required. Where would I find a key card? If I was a key card, where would I be? That's a very good question. Probably in there.
I'm going to catch you.
Yeah, I bet. Key card? No. Oh, well. I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop trying to strangle me. I haven't done anything wrong here, really. Well, actually, I guess I have, but, you know, not for a while. Key card? No. What about a Molotov? That seems like a terrible idea. Oh, actually, I could put this down, right? I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to put this thing down. There you go. Peace. It didn't get all of you for some reason. Okay, well, this isn't working out. It was closed because it was like... I thought it closed behind me. I thought I came through that door. I thought that was the showroom floor, but maybe it wasn't. I've always found that Eldar are like the elves of Warhammer, right? So like, they're just good, just generally quite good. I don't know in the game, of course, but in lore, they have like however many years, whatever, like elves, they have thousands of years to just learn how to be good at everything. So I find them a little bit less interesting. But I still like them. I think I like all the factions, at least a little bit. But some I like more than others, of course. How long do I reckon it's going to take for them to open? Did they just open it? I don't... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, well, alright. That might work.
That isn't authorized in this facility. Follow me.
You gonna come out of there? Eventually? Ever? I'd really appreciate it if you'd come out of that door so that I could, like, feel good about flaming you. Just open the door. Oh, it's open. Well, I'm definitely not gonna be able to... Okay, I'm just gonna walk around and hope that they die. Oh, this isn't good. You know, I keep making mistakes. You'd think I would learn from any of these mistakes I make. Flaming androids is not something I want to be a part of. Oh, I need to turn that off now. I've ruined myself. Do you guys not overheat or anything? Oh, don't you do it, you monster. Oh, God. Can I walk through that fire, or will it just, like, kill me instantly, I wonder? I have to try. There's no other alternative. Oop, I got stuck on a wall. This is really bad, huh? I'm having a really bad time right now. Give me a second. I'm just gonna run through here and die. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't let me. He really refuses to run through the fire, I guess. Not that it's a good idea to run through it anyway, I would definitely die, but, you know, I figured it might be an opportunity to avoid getting got. Come on, open. Hey, sorry about this. I need to turn that off, because I need to get through there. Yeah, excuse me. Now, alright, well, you know, I don't think I'll be able to break out in time. Nope, there I go. Okay, well, I know a little bit more than I did last time now. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, because, like, there's... I don't know much about... Like, in lore, I guess, I know some stuff, but not a whole lot in tabletop, especially. But I guess there's, like the High Elves in Warhammer Fantasy are just, like, the best at everything, because they've had thousands of years to learn how to do everything they want to do. So, like, it's a tragedy when one dies, but also, like, they're so rare to be killed. They're so hard to kill. You never really get a situation where they would die. It feels weird that I'm playing an Alien Isolation, and I have two people that are interested in Warhammer in the chat at the same time. I guess it's a pretty popular, like fan base or fan group, whatever. Pretty popular media, but it's an odd coincidence. How does one not get spotted? Okay, I think they're being lit on fire now. Do they know I'm here? Well, they haven't come for me yet, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't mind the talk, because I also like Warhammer. It's just really hard to read. It's really hard to read all the things that are being said. Because there's something you're both talking about a lot of. So I'll try to respond to it, but most of the time there's so much that comes up while I'm trying not to get killed in-game that I miss out on whatever's being said. Which is fine. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I have no problem with that. Don't look at me. I finally had a reason to use those things. Oh my god, amazing. I finally had a reason to use the noisemakers. Oh my god, there's a lot in here. I really thought I was being clever, and they're just all in here still. Oh. Yeah, let me in. Thank you. Bit donations would be... I could try to get affiliated, but I need to... I think it's like 50 subs, and I have to get a certain average view counter or something like that. But text-to-speech might be a nightmare scenario. Because as interesting as it would be to have, like, donations come up on screen, and or like whatever, and, like, have the audio speech come up. Having just this... the entire stream being constantly bombarded with, like, audio from chat might be a nightmare.
Existing tasks have a higher priority.
And if I could hire Henry Cavill to read my chat for me, I might be okay with that. That might be fun. Unfortunately, I imagine he's a bit out of my budget. I'm not really grinding for it, though. Like, I'm more than happy if I get it. I've gotten a lot of followers just hanging out. I'm not really trying to get them, though. I'm just playing games that I want to play. I'm more than happy if people follow me. It makes me glad to see that I'm entertaining enough to at least merit a follow. Though, you know, that's whatever. Neither here nor there. The watch time, like I said, is the big thing. The average viewers, I mean, sorry. Because right now I think I'm at like 2.5. I think you need 3 over time. And that's just because, like, I stream for 4 hours, usually, most days. And then, you know, I don't expect people to pop in and stay the entire time, so that's perfectly fine. I don't know what to do here. I need to get back out here. Can I, like... Thank you. Wait, did that just drop all my bullets out?
Why not ask me about Sevastopol safety protocols?
Yeah, that'd be fun, right? Just doing like an audiobook stream, essentially.
What are you doing here?
I'm just waiting for you to leave me alone so I can get out there.
Do that.
Can you move? I want to go back out there and figure out where to go. I don't want to waste all my ammo on droids.
You're going to hurt yourself. You really shouldn't
Okay.
be here. Really shouldn't be here.
Okay. I'm obviously not doing this correctly. I keep reloading. I think I'm gonna be running out of ammo if I do that. I didn't check the numbers that time, though.
Running causes accidents.
Hey, how you doing? I can't quite reach your face, if you don't mind. Just... There you go. Okay, it doesn't lose any ammo. This guys, I don't even know. I just need you to, like... Oh, wow, I need to get better aim, huh? Wow, that was 3 shots to the... Apparently you need to hit him in the face, not the head. Pretty sure that was 3 shots to the head. Hello? Okay. Just gonna go back in here. This feels like it's probably wrong, right? It's definitely not the way to do this. I'm probably not supposed to kill every android. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I should just... I'm gonna reload. I felt pretty good about the progress I made, but this is probably not what I'm meant to be doing, and I think it's gonna use up all my ammo that I'm going to need eventually. I'll just try again. I'm definitely going to die eventually, so there wasn't much reason to do that. It was good, wasn't it? I don't know who Troy Baker is. But maybe. Who knows? I could look like anybody. Yeah, in fact, I do. I do look like them. I look a lot like them, even. My end screen has a drawing that's... I was gonna say, it would be a lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not terrible at lying. I was gonna say it's loosely based on my appearance, but it's not. I intentionally made, like, an unpleasant to look at, like, mascot for my channel. Oh god, what am I doing? Okay, where do I need to go exactly? I need to go through that door over there, right? But I couldn't open it for some reason. What was that reason? No, not Brad Pitt, I'm afraid. They don't come this way. I might be able to toss the noisemaker back into the fire? Would that burn it up immediately? Oh, what? You suck. Okay. Let me just run over here and see what this door says again real quick. Key card required. Okay, so there's a key card somewhere I need to find. That's my issue right now. Where would I find a key card if I was a key card? That's what I need to look for. I wasn't even bothering to look. Hey, come on now. Sometimes grenadiers make mistakes, alright? Sometimes they don't judge their angles correctly. Sometimes they had like one too many of their little ration bars and their fingers are slippy, alright? It's not my fault. Any key cards hidden in back this? Is the place here? No? Nope. Okay. Yep. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh boy. Where would I find a key card lying around? Oh, it's that place. I don't want to go in there. No, no! Ah! Okay, where does this lead to again? I'm actually going to go in here and just run to the end of it and see if it leads me anywhere. I didn't check her body, did I? I did look at the console next to her, but I don't know if I checked her body. Is there an exit? There must be, right? Oh, it's this place. Yeah, this isn't helpful. They don't take damage from fire? That sucks. I really was hoping they would. Since they gave me so many Molotovs in that room, I figured they would be. Right? If I had the capacity to shred ceramite, this would be over. Alas, I don't, and these are not Terminators. She doesn't have it. Does this tell me where I might find a keycard? Lockdown button near my desk. No. Nothing here. Do you think one of the androids might have it on their body?
We're experiencing a heightened containment hazard level today.
Yeah. I mean, one of them definitely took inspiration from the other, as far as Gene Stealer cults go, right? All I know about them, really, is that they send Gene Stealer scouts out to find planets, and then they stab people in the chest and implant, like, eggs into them, essentially. And then they breed with people, and then the weird genetic implants they stuck inside of them create more Gene Stealers. Or, like, more, like they join them to the hive mind over the course of, like, you know, 5 generations or whatever. It's a cool concept. Oh, hey, you're not paying attention to that noise anymore, huh? Okay, calm down. I'm just looking for a key card. I'm actually legitimately lost here, so if anybody has any idea what to do here, I'm more than happy to hear hear about it. Because I've been in this room for like 20 minutes just trying to figure out what to do. Because they're like, there must be a key card just lying around somewhere that I'm meant to have gotten. But if that's true, I have no clue where it is, because I looked everywhere, I thought. What do you mean you shut the access doors to the elevator? All your guns and supplies mean jack shit to me when the synthetics that chasing you are still down here. I don't think it's seen me. It stood staring at your old magazines in the blood plant overlook. Get back down here. Open this door now. I don't know how many of you are still around to get this, but I've got some weapons and supplies, and I'm setting up shop outside the synthetic showroom. I'm hoping we'll be safe for the creature up here. Smiley's with me and waiting to be let up from the fluid plant reception. I still haven't seen Suzanne. If you're with her, let me know. On the other space station, huh? Well, darn. I guess I'm just gonna have to die. Forever. No way I'd go about it otherwise. A tragedy, truly. The end of Amanda Ripley. Really? You're not serious, are you? I have to kill the droids, and that's how I get it? Oh, God. I don't know how to tell what mission I'm on. Well, I guess I can save again now that it's finally refreshed. Alright. No problem. I'm more than happy to wipe out some androids and whatnot, right? It's no big deal. Okay. 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 Alright. Okay. Let's do it then. Actually, that's a terrible thing to do. Apparently I'm bad at aiming when they're not moving. Aww. Why did I turn sniper mode on for that? That's so slow. I don't trust that. Last time a body got shut in a door, it deleted it. Oh, crap. A few more Ripley, come on now. Oh, come on now. I'm just shooting you in the face a few times. You don't need to punch me. It's a bit rude. Oh, yeah, out of ammo, huh? Yeah, okay, fine. Tried to get him. Tried to, you know. Oh, come on. Come on. Just let me punch you. One time. Oh, you got me. Okay, fine. Oh, fine. Jeez, alright. Well, hey, can you, like, move? I'm in a bad way here. I'm stuck in a corner. Oh, it didn't reload, huh? Guess I'll just gently walk away while he's following me. Yeah, I probably am. Oh. One shotgun doesn't... Can you please aim better? No, the answer's no. The answer is no. I can't aim better. What is wrong with this guy? I shot him in the face with a shotgun, and then at least 3 of those hit him in the face, right? I think. Also, I can't help but notice they're not lootable. Are we sure this is the correct decision? Music. It's a funky beat. Oh, hey. Oh, look, a key card. It was on, like, the first one I killed. I don't ask ChatGPT for anything. I can't rely on it to tell me the truth. Makes up stories all the time. Damn AIs. Can't trust them.
Weyland-Yutani synthetic registered. Attempted unauthorized access.
Fire does work on them. How dare you? I mean, it's not that big a deal. I literally haven't been using the ammo for anything else, so it's not a huge problem. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to go. I got some stuff to do tomorrow, so I can't keep playing. But I appreciate your company and your chatting. It's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow on the same time if you want to pop in and see, but if not, don't worry about it. Thanks for the follow, Vuality Dirgel. I appreciate it.
Fellow passengers, take your trash with you.
But, yeah. I'm out of here, so... Okay, well, cool. If you pop in, I'll see you then. If not, don't worry about it. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. I am out of here. Bye-bye.